Let's learn about Easter week. Saturday. Today's verse is 2 Corinthians 5:21. For our sake he made him to be sin, who knew no sin, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God.
As Jesus is dying, he looks up to heaven and says, "Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing." Suddenly the sky grows dark and Jesus dies. The curtain in the temple rips from top to bottom. The Roman guard standing closest to Jesus sees all this and says, "Surely this man was the Son of God." The people around Jesus just saw a man dying on a cross, but that's not what God saw. God saw something very different happening. God saw his Son, the Son of God, on a cross. Then he saw the stain of our sin appearing on Jesus. Your sin, my sin, everything selfish and mean we've ever done or ever could do. The stain of all that sin was appearing on Jesus, even though he'd never done anything wrong at all. God saw his Son stained with all the sin of the world. He saw him buried under all that sin. He saw him die under all that sin. And since the punishment for all that sin is death, death away from God, that's how Jesus died, alone, away from God. The last thing Jesus said was, "God, God, why have you left me alone?"
Let's review today's verse, 2 Corinthians 5:21. For our sake he made him to be sin, who knew no sin, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God.
Let's talk. What did we learn? Why did Jesus have to die?
Let's pray together. Let's thank Jesus for his sacrifice for our sin, the things that keep us from God. Let's ask God to remind us of his love for us